what's been on my mind. Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city light. Hey, darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far.
Hi friends, good morning. It's Saturday morning. As you can tell, I do not have my life together in any way, shape, or form today. I am honestly just dragging, and I could have stayed in bed for hours. I really couldn't have. My back hurt so bad I couldn't sleep, so that's a lie. But I didn't really want to get up and do anything either. But I had to get up and get Maddie her medicine. So I got up, I took an ibuprofen, which has now given me a stomach ache because I haven't eaten. But I am drinking my protein coffee, which it's just a Quest 45-gram protein shake and 2 tablespoons of, I forget which brand, of concentrated caramel coffee flavoring, which is only like 20 calories, and ice, and it tastes like an iced coffee, and it convinces me I don't need coffee and creamer and all the things in the morning. And actually, I started with the Nescafe, and they are cheaper, and I forget what brand this is, but if I'll look on my Walmart app and I'll put it up on the screen somewhere. But I started with the Nescafe, and they aren't bad at all. And I may buy another Nescafe for Mika because she likes it. But I really like this brand better. This is more convincing to me that it's Dutch Bros and not a protein shake. And it's about 700 calories less than a medium blended freeze from Dutch Bros. So, you know, gotta take what I can get, I guess. And that's been my breakfast for weeks. I just don't even feel like eating in the mornings, and so typically I don't, but since I've been trying to lose weight, and I have been losing weight, I eat breakfast. And I might actually eat an egg today just because my stomach hurts, but typically I skip breakfast, and that's not a good habit to have, so here I am. Anyways, good morning. It's Saturday morning. I'm sitting in the greenhouse. I have done nothing today. I don't even know what time it is. Hold on. I think it's like 10:30. 10:21. I got up. I got my drink made. I filled the sink full of dishes with hot water because last night I was hurting so bad I only did half the dishes before bed. I did fold some towels this morning. I left a pile of clothes on the table and just decided I wasn't standing there. I am in a lot of pain right now, and I don't know why. I don't know if my ablations are already wearing off, if I did something without thinking and hurt myself, maybe just bending too much in the greenhouse the last few days. I don't know, but I don't feel well, that's for sure. So I've gotten a ton done in my greenhouse. I think I have 114 is what I counted, more plants to transplant, which is really not a big deal compared to how many I've already transplanted. And I'll be done with planting things. Although some of these plants let me start over. Okay, I wanted CJ to build me all these raised beds, but time and life isn't allowing for that. Yes, baby. Good morning. You want to come say hi to YouTube? Okay, come say hi to YouTube. Say hi.
Hi.
Do say good morning.
Good morning.
I
I have a message here.
I like your glitter. Look at that.
I accidentally breathed into the glitter. I came.
Oh, that's
set, and it went.
Well, that's not good. I thought you did that.
I just swaddled to get it off, but it still didn't come off.
I thought you did that on purpose. It's very cute.
Let them see it.
Yeah, they can see it. You sparkle. You sparkle without glitter. We found this trampoline a block or two from our church.
Yep. And I'm the only one small enough for at the house.
And it was with some stuff for free on the curb with some baby stuff and things. And I put it here in the corner of the greenhouse so Maddie can hang out with me.
Yep.
Yep. And she can get out her energy while I work. And it's been nice to have Maddie hanging out upside down in here.
I could hang upside down
Yeah.
on the rail thing.
Yep. All right. But let me finish talking about my greenhouse, okay?
Okay.
Before I forget.
Yep.
Because I will.
Wait, what are you doing?
Talking about my greenhouse.
Okay.
Do you like it in here?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah.
Soon all of these plants are gonna become like a garden.
Like a jungle.
Yeah.
You'll just be living out here.
Show them
I will.
garden.
I will in a minute.
how big this is.
I will.
It's humongous.
You're gonna be living out here on tomatoes and peas, huh?
No,
Tell the truth.
that's not peas.
She loves fresh things out of the garden, and she does not bring them in the house. She eats them as soon as she picks them.
At the old house, I store your tomatoes.
You do it every year.
Yep. And I love snack peas.
That's a healthy snack.
And you hang them up there, and I could just go like
Yep. Hopefully those ones pep up.
this.
They didn't like being moved too much, did they?
See?
Yep.
I can touch them. I'm touching my snack peas.
Okay, now let me talk. Okay, so time and life just didn't allow for CJ to build me a bunch more raised beds. And
Yep.
eventually I'm going to have him build me more. I am. And we're going to slowly work on that. But for now, things really needed transplanted, like badly, didn't they?
Yep.
They were outgrowing their pods. They were root bound. We needed to transplant them. So I went ahead and used the planters that were here when we cleaned this out. We started stacking them up and we stacked them in the corner. And I honestly thought there was like way too many. And I was like, we will never use these, but I'll keep them just in case. Well, I have pretty much filled every single pot. Every single
Yep.
pot. And I may end up needing to get some pots from Dollar Tree or something just to hold us over.
You took up like a whole
or
greenhouse.
maybe, I've been seeing those canvas bags on Amazon, and those would be really nice. Yes, baby.
Why is it called a greenhouse?
Because it's green.
Oh.
And it's full of green stuff. But,
You ain't wearing green.
no, not me. But anyways,
I mean,
Nope.
this is condo green.
yeah, that says it's yellow. It says it's called Girl Power.
And they like my pants. I picked them out today.
Yeah. But anyways, it's just not working out that he's getting those built. And so we filled up all of these pots with soil, mostly with mushroom compost. I'm a huge fan of mushroom compost. And we started transplanting things and labeling them and lining them up. And here we are with a whole garden full of pots. And you want to jump?
Yeah. I'm
Go
gonna
for it.
go to the candle.
Okay. There she goes.
Oh, I want to show them how I could hang upside down.
Okay.
1, 2.
Yay, Maddie.
Everything's upside down.
Anyway, we started filling pots up with mushroom compost and just transplanting. And I know I have, Just to give you-
like every time I do that.
just to give you guys an idea of
I'm gonna fix that.
how many plants are in here, because I feel like with the trellises and stuff, you can't really see everything. Calm down, please.
I need to clean the sediment.
With all the trellises and stuff, you can't see everything, but I actually have 94 tomato plants. Like, that's
Yep.
just the tomatoes. And then there's like zucchini and bell peppers and tomatoes and tomatillos and onions and carrots and potatoes and lettuce
see
and
it all?
spinach and kale and what?
If you're seeing all of this, we're gonna be here all day.
Radishes,
long.
cantaloupes, watermelons, yes, grapes. What else? Blueberries, peas, green beans,
They're, like everything.
jalapenos,
is really
banana
good.
peppers, scallop squash, yellow squash, zucchini squash. Some squash I can't pronounce that somebody gave me the seeds to that we're gonna try. Butternut squash. What else, Maddie?
I just don't have to read.
You do too. Anyways.
Oh, the things I don't have to read is cat, dog.
Little words. You just gotta put the letters together. If you can read little words, you can read big words. I tell them this all the time. If you can read a little bit, you can read a lot.
My tongue is blue from that packet of water.
Okay. Well, that's gross. That means that has too much dye in it, and I shouldn't buy that one.
But I like it.
Your Sonic one should be here today or tomorrow.
Yay.
Okay, let mommy talk, okay?
Yes.
No more rude babies?
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna go see the topo.
Yeah, you go do that. Anyways, I'm gonna lean over a bit because my back hurts less when I do this. Anyways, we started transplanting things and lining them up. And I didn't have as many of the bigger pots as I would like to have for things like squash, but at least they're not in the little black pods because, here, this isn't even, there's so much stuff over in the corner, but these are the ones that I took things out of and got planted and stuff so far. But these right here, like, there was so many plants in those that needed moved. And me putting them in these pots at least gave them more room for now. So once we get through, one second, remember? Okay, as long as you don't interrupt because my brain isn't braining today. And I can't stay on track. We have to get through, I have to pay for 5 kids to go to church camp. And I have to pay for 3 kids to go to, whoa, that almost slipped.
Oh no.
I have to pay for 5 kids to go to church camp because Maddie gets to go this year. It's her first year.
I'm excited.
I've got 3 kids going to prom in 2 weeks who need prom tickets and 2 dresses and a suit or something formal, which means they probably also need shoes too because they're all have outgrown things from last year's dances. James hasn't worked in 6 weeks. So, like, we are struggling over here. We are on a hardcore struggle bus and everything is costing money. My van just cost us $1,600 to fix. Whoa, baby.
Sorry for
because my front collision sensor went out and somehow it messed up my battery and alternator and or vice versa. All I know is it all got fried. And we were in the middle of driving down the road. I was going 47 in a 45 and my van just decided to literally slam on its own brakes, stop, and nearly get us killed in traffic. Because of the collision sensor that just decided to go off. Like, it fried it and it just like sent my van into a like meltdown. It decided I had been in a wreck and it just shut down everything, fried it all. And so
it was scary.
Yeah. And then right after that I had to get my tag. This little miss has been back and forth to so many doctors, and the doctors that we use are almost 2 hours away for us. And so there's the driving back and forth, and even when we pack waters and drinks and things, she still wants something hot after she's been awake all night for testing and then been there all day for testing. Can you stop doing that, please?
Sorry.
Because we're not replacing that till next year and I don't want it tore up. So then of course she needs lunch on the way home because she's starving and she's been through the ringer and she's exhausted and she just needs a hot meal. And it's a 2-hour drive home. Yeah. So, you know, all these things just...
Sometimes I sleep.
Yeah. They add up and add up and add up. And so, where was I going with that? Oh, the pots. I'm telling you, I don't have it together today. So, as far as the pots, at least they're in bigger pots. And I may go on Amazon and get like... I forget what they're called, but they're like mesh grow bag type things. I may order some of those when I can because they're reusable. They have good drainage for soil. And I know a lot of people use those. So I may and they'd be cheaper and they wouldn't get brittle like pots do. I don't know. Or I may end up going to Dollar Tree and seeing if they have anything big enough to be worth buying. Something. But I need to get bigger containers for, like, right in front of me, there's some zucchini that, I mean, they're thriving. They're doing really well since I transplanted them. But they're going to need a bigger pot. They're going to have a bigger root system than this pot. But for now, they're happy. My plants aren't dying because they're not getting moved on time. And we're producing food. And that's what's important, right?
Mm-hmm. And when the turtles have like a baby face.
Yeah.
That is adorable.
Bubba found some baby turtles. And
then
he put them...
2 big ones.
Yeah, and 2 big turtles out here. Right after all the flooding, and he put them in a fish tank in my greenhouse because his dad said he couldn't have them in the house. They will get released soon, but he has them in a fish tank. Yes, they will.
Oh, but I like them.
They have to go back to their natural life, and they have to be able to breed and have eggs and things so they don't go extinct, because turtles are important to the ecosystem. Okay. That's the same reason we stop and we help them across the road and we don't let them get run over. Because they're important and we want them to live, right?
Mom's goes when she doesn't want to hit it.
Yup, I don't hit turtles. I will not.
And it's just straight where she goes.
And if it's safe for us to stop, then we stop and we help them because we don't hurt turtles.
Georgie, can you...
No, George, get down. Get down. She doesn't want you on top of her, and neither do I. You want to say good morning to YouTube? Say hi, George. Nope. George, stop.
Help me, Penny.
He says hi, Penny. But anyways,
He's a happy puppy.
we're working on it. It's coming along. I really need to get mulch and put mulch down in here, because the weeds are starting to come up because I'm out here watering plants every day and feeding plants, and it's just kind of producing grass, obviously. So another goal, once we make it through paying for all this church camp and prom and things and stuff, is to buy a whole bunch of bags of mulch. Walmart has bags of mulch for like $2. And so I want to go get a whole bunch of mulch and put mulch down in here over the whole floor of the greenhouse so that we don't have a ton of weeds, so that it's, you know, less work on me and my back, and we can kind of just move, you know. And the good thing about the pots is that we can just pick them up and move them. We can, you know, use the hoe, knock down the weeds, rake, and then just pour down the mulch and then put the pots back, and it'll be great. But those are some of our greenhouse thoughts right now. And it's a work in progress. I think it's looking good. Penny, you think it's looking good?
Yes, it is.
I hate. Do you need help editing?
Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second. Penny, what's your YouTube channel?
It's just look up CandiTubbs. It should be a...
Can you show me the front of your YouTube channel? Like if you just go on the app, YouTube app, and I'll hold it up. Penny has a YouTube channel, and she shares a lot of stuff with the animals.
Picture of
Is this your app? No, that's your YouTube studio. I'm talking about just YouTube. Okay. What is this doing? Oh, I was trying to connect to the TV. Hold on. I'm going to show you guys her channel. Can you guys see that? Let's hope so.
Yeah, I think so.
Anyways, Penny shares lots of videos of her siblings, of her animals, of what, games?
Yep.
All kinds of stuff. And she is really, really good at taking pictures. So there's some beautiful pictures in here. But if you guys follow her on YouTube, you can see some of Penny's life, because she's my shyer kid and she doesn't love talking on my videos.
Yeah.
But she does do her own YouTube videos, and she's really creative and really good with the camera.
Be quiet, chicken.
I know. I don't know why he's been making that noise.
Yeah.
But
I don't understand it.
anyways,
Instead
follow
of-
Penny. I'm gonna okay, I'll help you in just a minute. She She makes a lot of shorts, but she said she wanted to learn how to make longer videos. So I helped her download a editing app and stuff so she can do that. So I'm going to help teach her how to use it now. But, yeah, let's see. We have a lot going on today. I'm almost done talking, and I promise I'll help you.
Okay.
We have a lot going on today. We also have severe, like, tornado threats and stuff coming in, so it's a whole thing.
Yep.
CJ and Mika go to a co-op. Be careful with the trampoline, ma'am. Put it down.
Okay, I'll flip it.
CJ and Mika go to a co-op here in town, and actually all 5 of my kids will be going there next year. And Penny's excited for it, and she's never excited for anything.
I'm nervous, kind of.
You're nervous? Why? Rosie will be there.
And friend?
Yeah, and Tobias might too. And Evan and Katarina will be there. Anyways, and CJ and Mika will be there. And you'll get to learn to play guitar. Anyways,
I really know how to play a ukulele.
Yep.
Because I have one.
She has a co-op across town, and they have their big gala tonight, and or gala, however you say it. They have their big thing tonight, and it's a big fundraiser, and the goal of it is to put in a, I think, hydroponic greenhouse. Yes, we see.
Why do I have this?
Because you have level 1 brittle bone disease and your teeth broke when you were born, like when you were a little baby. Anyways, so tonight's her big event. I personally was going to try avoiding it and just dropping my kids off and just not going in, but she has hounded me immensely a little bit. And like she just keeps saying, please come, it's gonna be so fun, just come. And I'm not the most people-y of people. I don't really want to get dressed up for some big fancy event. My kids love that kind of stuff. They love going to dances, they love going to proms, they love going to these big events, they love volunteering. I don't mind volunteering, but I don't want to go to some big fancy dance. And now he's here. But it's tonight, and I told her I would come, so I've got to figure out what to wear to that. And I obviously cannot go shopping. Hey, can you turn that sound down?
Yep.
Because I might get a copyright for that. So I've got to figure out from what I've got something. What was it? Festive island wear or something. It's a hula type theme, but I've got to find something to wear with what I have. I don't know. CJ and Mika are going to have outfits there, like hula outfits that they're going to change into when we get there for that. And they're doing like a whole big event, and they're going to have some different fundraisers, and there's also like a future city thing that they're going to do. And if they raise enough money from their future city projects, they'll get to go to the competition somewhere else. And then if they do good with that, they'll get to go to the national. So it's pretty cool. And she offers like science and ag classes and all the things. And so like the main focus is science and ag, and my kids are big in science and ag and things. And Penny is going to be taking 4 hours a day of cooking and canning, and she is so excited about this. Yes, baby.
Show them how I flip.
Yeah, I can show them you flipping.
I can do a backflip.
Woo, girl.
It's gonna get hard.
Nah.
Hey.
Anyway,
I
so
know how to do a handstand.
okay.
This thing.
So anyways, her big event's tonight. I have to take them there. They have to be there at 4. The event starts at 6, but they have to be at 4 to set up and practice.
I'm good at it.
Maddie.
Yeah.
Chill. Come on. She's just hyper.
Hyperactive.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's tonight. We have severe storms that are going to be highly tornadic coming in tonight. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on the weather. They have their event. My sister wanted me to come by their food truck, but I don't know if I can today. I'm going to try, but I just don't know. There's just, like I said, a lot going on today. I need to do some stuff here in the greenhouse that I'm probably not going to do because my back hurts so bad. But I am going to go inside and I'm going to dictate a little bit. And my kids probably won't like it. Penny's looking at me wide-eyed. But I'm going to have somebody put away dishes, somebody wash dishes, somebody sweep floors, somebody shake out rugs. I'll mop floors because George cut his foot and he got blood on the floors. So I need to mop. And I don't want to do any of it. And I hurt miserably, so they're going to have to help me. Penny's already wiping her sweaty brow just thinking about the work. But yeah, we need to get some stuff done before their event. I need to figure out if there's enough leftovers for James and the other 3 to have dinner from spaghetti and Alfredo and taco stuff, or yes, or if it's not going to be enough. And if it's not going to be enough, I need to figure out what they can eat.
Hey, Mom.
Yes, baby.
What's going to be for breakfast today?
How about you guys have
Toast.
Yeah.
Yeah, toast is
If you
really
or an egg sandwich if you give me a minute.
egg sandwich.
Okay, give me a minute.
Okay.
So yeah, I've got to figure out what to do about dinner because I won't be here. I'm gonna leave here at 3:30, 3:20, something like that, because I have to be there at 4, probably 3:20, and it's like 11. So I got a lot I got to do. I need to clean up my house just in general. Like, yeah, I've got to catch up on life.
Yep.
So
You do.
says you out here living your best upside down life.
Hey, don't judge me. I can do this without hands.
However, I just kind of wanted to hop on here, say good morning, say hi, kind of talk to you guys about the greenhouse. I'll show it to you guys here in a minute. Like I said, the weeds are starting to come up like crazy, so I do need to get on that pretty quick, but
No next week's.
it'll have to be after I pay for everything else that's going on, and hopefully James is back to work soon, because I mean, I do make money off YouTube, but it's definitely not enough to pay for bills and prom and dance clothes and camp and vehicle repairs and vehicle tags, and still have stuff for my greenhouse, so we will see. Yes, girl, your energy is energying today. Yeah, it's a good thing you're sweet because you are so spunky.
And I think I got a little bit of glitter on you.
You probably did. Anyways, this one has another doctor's appointment and testing on Wednesday, huh?
Yep.
Yep, and then what?
You never told me after that.
Then they'll tell us how your brain's looking. Did I not tell you to stop pushing on that? We'll see, because her EEG showed something, what did they say? Severely, I'm trying to think of what they said in their report and when the doctor called me. A severe abnormality is what they said in her left brain.
Which I left.
Which is what I have been saying since...
Is it the side that has my bangs?
This side, yes. Which is what I have been saying since they started. I told James and the kids all, she's having left brain seizures because they all start on the right side of her body. And I knew it was something in her left brain. And when we saw the doctor, he said he was fairly confident she has epilepsy, and he still is. But when she... Okay. But when she had her EEG,
I don't even know how long my hair is.
When she had her EEG, they triggered her to have a whole lot more seizures. The doctor had them hurry up and get him the results quicker, and they found the abnormality in her brain. And he had us come in the next day. He said he needed to see us in person. He said there was a 75% chance that there was something like a fold in her brain that wasn't developed correctly in the womb. And if that was the case, it would probably not be something that could be operated on because of the risk being in her left frontal lobe, the risk to her long term, and that those aren't risks he would be willing to take. So that would mean she would have to be medicated for the rest of her life. There is a 15% chance that it's an electrical current that is having an issue in her brain. And if that's the case, she'll outgrow it by the time she's in her 20s, which would be best case scenario if she outgrows it and we don't have to do medicine for the rest of her life. There is a 10%.
I don't like that medicine.
I know.
It tastes gross.
Yeah, but it keeps you from having seizures.
You take it?
I did take it. I took it for a long time when I was having seizures until I quit having them so often.
How do you survive?
I took a pill. I didn't take a liquid.
That's gross.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anyways,
I don't like it at all.
sorry, baby. It's for your life. Take George with you.
Judy, you want to go back to the house?
George, don't jump on her. Penny, can you help get him? Anyway, I'm trying to get her to go so I can talk. They said there was a 10% chance that there's a tumor. He said because it wasn't like a 1 or a 0% chance, he could not tell me that, but it's a 10% chance. Penny, go help her. Now she's getting attacked by a rooster. Anyways, there was a 10% chance it's a tumor. And that's a very scary and hard thing to hear. So they told us that most of the MRIs were a month out. They did give her a medication to calm her down so that they can hopefully get the best imaging possible. But as far as things go, we'll know Wednesday. Well, probably not Wednesday, but because it's her things in the afternoon. But soon, we'll know soon, hopefully by the end of the week, exactly what we're looking at as far as what's going on in her brain. It's a lot. I mean, it is. It's going from a kid who never has a problem in her life ever to having all this go on has been really kind of mind-blowing, I guess, huh, Penny?
Yeah.
But we're just kind of waiting for her appointment and her results so we can kind of figure out which way we're going from here. The church that we've been visiting has been praying hard for her. They have her on their prayer list. The prayer team, when they meet, they pray for her. And then, of course, they pray for her every day. So, you know, she definitely has prayers. I have a friend that still goes to our old church who put her on the prayer list there. And I don't know how many people are praying for her there because we did not leave on good terms. But we do still have some close friends there, so hopefully people are praying for her. And hopefully people are putting aside the fact that they are upset with me and my older kids to think about the fact that she's 7 and going through a lot and that she needs the prayers. But I really don't know. But we do have a fantastic church family at Victory and who love and care about each other and who are praying hard for her. All her teachers and everything, they ask me about her. They have a plan if she has a seizure. There is a couple of different people there at the church who work at the church as like custodian and things who are also EMTs. And so if she should have a seizure, they will call one of them. And there's also, they have like armed trade security guards at all the doors and things. And they are also trained in first response. And so if she should have a seizure, her teacher will stay with her. She'll send one of her helpers to come get me. And one of the first responders will be with Maddie immediately. So, I mean, they have a plan in motion if something should happen, and hopefully it doesn't. But, I mean, they have a plan. They know that's going on with her, and they are praying hard for her. So, we're thankful for that. I'm thankful my kids all like being there because our other church at least one, if not three kids would complain and not want to go every week. We didn't go on Wednesdays for what, a year? At least a year. And then the first time we went back, there was another major event that happened that was just like, no, this is not the place for my children. And we finally ended up cutting ties. But I mean, it was hard because we'd been there for 10 years. And at the same time, you know, as hard as it was to cut the ties, and like we tried visiting some other churches, and I was like, I just can't do this right now. Like, I just need a church break. And so we didn't go to church from, what, December, I think. We didn't go for church from December till Easter.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like, I needed the mental break from it. And like every Sunday morning, I would find myself making excuses not to go. Like, oh, my head hurts. Oh, my back hurts. I'm tired. Oh, so-and-so doesn't feel good today. We're just not going to go even try to find a church to go visit. We're just going to not do it. And finally, the night before Easter, or 2 nights before Easter, something like that, I asked the kids, I said, do you want to go to church for Easter? They were like, yeah. And I said, okay, where do you guys want to go? And all 5 said Victory. And I was like, okay, well, that made that easy. So we went to church at Victory for Easter. They all loved it. They were like, can we go Wednesday? So we went ahead and started going back there, and we've been every Sunday and Wednesday since Easter. And it's been nice. I think all of the kids really like it. Every time.
I went to sleep at 11.
Oh yeah, they do like that. We go to the late service, so we have to be there. The service starts at 11:30. We usually get there about 11. So they like that. They like not having to be at the church at 9 a.m. But, I mean, even Wednesday nights, they love it there. They definitely go above and beyond for kids and youth there and families. And it's nice. It's a nice environment. Everybody's happy to see you. There aren't, like, groups of people whispering together or kind of cliquey things going on. It's like everybody's happy to see you. Everybody's greeting you. Huh, Penny? Mm-hmm. Like, all of my kids all have said over and over, I love the vibe there. I love the environment there. And it's a good feeling to know that all 5 kids want to be there. And I enjoy being there. I think the people there are very friendly, very outgoing. It's a different type of church than what we have went to for 10 years. We went to a Southern Baptist church for 10 years. And this is not a Baptist church, but my kids love it. And Mika is huge on worship music. And the youth does their music and their worship on Wednesday nights. And on Sundays, when we are in service, the youth does like a study group. And Mika was a little bummed that the youth doesn't go to the music there on Sundays. And so she asked the lady, and the lady was like, you worship how your heart wants to worship. If you want to go to the music, go to the music, and, you know, I'll save you a spot next to me and a burrito, and when you get done with the music, you just come join us. And that's what Mika's been doing. She goes with me, she listens to music, she sings, and then she grabs her Bible and her coffee, and she dips out and she goes to youth. And she absolutely loves it. She loves the music there. On Wednesday nights, they do very, very loud, very new worship music. And you can hear it booming through the walls of that church on Wednesday nights. But Wednesday nights are all about the kids. There's not like a service. I go to a Bible study on Wednesday nights, and it's next to the sanctuary, and you can feel walls rattling, and you hear youth singing and jumping up and down, and it is loud. Can you hear them from the kids' hall?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for you to join that?
Yeah, maybe.
Penny is not a fan of noise, but they said they have headphones if she needs them. But anyways, my kids love the Wednesday nights, and Penny and Bubba and Maddie love the kids hall. However, Penny is moving out of the kids hall this week. She will officially be a youth, which is crazy. But she does get to go to kids camp one more time this summer. And then after this, she goes to youth next year, which means she gets more expensive next year. Actually, the kids camp this year is cheaper than what our old church was. Kids camp is only $20 a kid, and they get like a shirt and stuff. But my youth kids are more expensive this year.
Because they're going to one of the biggest camps in all of Oklahoma.
Yeah, and they're $250 a kid. And Penny will be $250 a kid next year. And then, of course, I have a couple of kids who need shorts and things before they go. And so it's going to be expensive, but I mean, it's worth it to give them that experience. I wish it was something that I was able to do when I was a kid, for sure. And I'm excited that it's something they get to do. I love hearing about it when they get home, all the stuff they did. I love it when they call me and tell me about how, you know, how they're worshiping, what they're doing, how much fun it's been. I love that. But anyways, I just realized how long I have been talking, and I have a lot to do today. So I want to take you guys along with me, and it's probably going to be a long video, but let's do this. I made everybody a fried egg sandwich with Munster cheese on it for breakfast/brunch today.
team. So mahalo, and enjoy your evening.
Not one stone left unturned by
Well, thank you so much, Heather, for asking me to come
no one moves through the storm like you do. Every door open wide for the alright. Hey, I'm looking for a couch to crash on. Tonight shouldn't be the night I go home with anyone. I've been out walking on a rougher patch now, but I must say, living on the edge of things has been kind of fun. Look, there's a bruise right here, one or a few on there. Man, did you see me though? 'Cause I sure put on a show. I'm dancing on the tables and I must say I got a taste for flipping out. I'm glancing at the haters and I know they wish they did the shit I did tonight. You wanna break some things, alright. All of the cups are out of sight. You wanna drink 'cause I can buy. You're dancing on the table, so am I.
When we homeschool, whether it's politics or whether it's some other subject matter, as a family, you get to decide what subject matter, what topic, maybe you might lean into a little bit more, have a little bit more passion about, and I think that's a really good thing. Excuse me. So, we're so very blessed to have been a part of SSR for a while now, and we're very grateful for what you do. And like I said earlier, it's filling such a huge void, and we're very grateful for it. So thank you all so much for being here. Heather, Justin, thank you guys. The journey that you guys decided to go down, I I admire and respect anybody that decides to homeschool their children. Like I said, it is not an easy thing to do. And for people like the Summers to take it a step further and really, go that extra length to do an academy like this, I just have a huge amount of respect for you all, and I wish you all the best. Thank you all for being here and supporting them in what they're doing, and God bless you guys. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Is the best. So let's have our Harriet go. Come on out, Harriet. Woo! And we have Eleanor Eagle. Come on out. Come on. So what we're gonna do is I'm giving them 30 seconds for you guys to dance. And I just little pattern change. We're gonna quickly switch from Harriet to Trinson real quick.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I won. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. You can. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box, beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better, I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks, I'm gonna make mistakes. I just just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke into my cigarette. Singing, no, this is my time. I'm gonna be myself. I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my
Hey,
watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking? And I can't help but smile. Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on. I put my feet up, and we just sing along. And I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you drive. Do you know I'm looking?
The gala was a ton of fun, and we stayed and helped clean up after, and by the time we left, it was starting to rain. We got about 5 minutes up the road, and we hit huge hail. The hail you're seeing here is actually much smaller than what we were getting, and it was honestly pretty scary driving home in some of this hail. But, yeah, it was a really good night until the hailstorm that ended up putting a big old dent in my windshield.
we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. Before I sleep, hear the crickets, see the moon. Side by side and through. No limit to what we can do. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright. You and I, we got it. We don't need no more.
Thank you guys so much for coming along with us today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment if you want to chat, and I'll see you next time with another new video. Bye.